If you want to change your life, if you don't want to feel like it's a hard to move and it's hard to stretch, and that's that area, because you can feel where that scar tissue is. I can feel where it is, and if you have a chance to lessen it and to stretch it out and to get your body moving more fluidly, and I say do it. People want to do surgery and take off their wrinkles and take off their crow's feet. And I mean, to me, to be able to move better and to walk well and to be able to, get in and out of bed and up and down stairs without being in total discomfort is so much more important than anything else. I mean, I think that's really the bottom line. Can you move in this world? So if anyone's on the fence about it, I say, do it. It's a one-time deal if you want it, or it can be something that you want to continue. But it will certainly, whatever it will do, it will make you feel better. I did notice that there was this weird temperature on this one part of me, and so I went and had it looked at, and they did find out that I had third stage breast cancer. Okay, so that started a whole trip, right? So I had chemotherapy because I needed to shrink the tumor down. And then afterwards, I had surgery and then radiation. So my surgery was a double mastectomy with the belly flap reconstruction, which is a lot of surgery. So all those pieces get hurt and misshapen and screwed up, right? So after the surgery, and I'm in remission, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I did notice that I felt very tight, that it was hard to move. I mean, my stomach was flat as a pancake. That was kind of exciting. But I noticed there was a great tightness in my body. And I kept asking my doctor, what's going on with this tightness, because I'm a singer, and it was just sort of weird to all of a sudden have this whole area of my body feeling so rigid. And he said, well, it's surgery. And he never really talked about scar tissue to me at all, ever. No one ever did. No one talked about it at all. Like, I don't know. And then one morning at like 3 a.m, I was just feeling horrible. I was so stressed out. It was during a pandemic. It was a horrible time. My shows had closed. My theater had closed. I had friends who had gotten sick. It was a very difficult time. And I just remember waking up at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, feeling like sorts. And I just grabbed the phone and I started Googling, and I Googled scar tissue. And Marjorie's site came up, and the STRAIT Method came up. And there was included on that a class that she was teaching to students. And I ended up watching the class for like half an hour. And I thought, oh, I have to meet this woman. This sounds too good to be true. And so I made my way to her office in Long Island, and it was like the best time ever. I mean, it was painful, yes. I mean, dealing with scar tissue is painful, but I just felt after we'd worked together that my whole body felt like it was different. It had shifted, and we did a series of stretches. And I'm an old dancer from way back when, so I've done stretches all my life, but I'd never had a stretch like Marjorie stretched me. I mean, and gently, but so thoroughly. I mean, it was amazing. The amount of movement I found with the way she guided it. I mean, she's very, very talented. I just thought she's so knowledgeable. And, I mean, anyone who's dealt with scar tissue, when someone's touching it, there's definitely a different feeling in the way it feels in it's almost like a burning sensation that's very unique feeling. I mean, if you get it massaged, they're hitting scar tissue. And so I just don't understand why more people don't talk about it, or doctors don't let you know. I mean, imagine how it would have been if I had gotten this treatment, in 2014 when I had all the problems. How much pain I could have, not have dealt with. I want people to know that there's an alternative way of dealing with this, and not just having to sit around and be in discomfort all the time. She also creates such a beautiful area. I mean, you feel like you're walking into the most relaxing, peaceful. I was a little nervous because of COVID protocol, but we wore masks. She had the place sanitized. I felt extremely safe. We were outdoor in a kind of outdoory, indoory tent. So I felt like we were very safe. And this is a person that knows what they're doing. I mean, unbelievably talented. And you can just tell by the first minute that she touches you that she is in tune, gets in tune with your body. So, and I've been a person that's having massage my whole life. So, I mean, I was blown away by her work, and I'm a very, very ardent fan. So, I'm not a really good person with pain. I got to say, I'm kind of a coward with pain. I mean, some people are like, do it until it hurts. But I get a little freaked out when I'm in pain. But I tell you, it felt like such a good pain because it felt like it was leading somewhere. And she would hold a scar tissue and stretch it a certain way, and then she'd say, "Yes, I know. Hold on, okay." And then it got better as she held it longer. So she realized at one point that I couldn't flex my knee at a certain point. So she changed the angle of the stretch so that it was in a safe way to stretch me out. She's really knowledgeable about the body and how it moves and how not to move it and how to balance it on a certain way with her body and use her weight to help stretch. It was a really amazing stretch. And so when I walked out of there, I felt like I felt taller. Can that be? I felt taller. I felt like I was walking straighter because I feel I've been leaning over more and more, and then I'm feeling like I don't want to be a walking, like, perpendicular person at 90 degrees, but it's like I just felt like I was taller and grander, and I felt like I moved well. And then the next morning I woke up, I was a little sore, but it was kind of that good sore, that kind of good sore that after you've done something great, or you had a great workout, or you've done a great something or great run or whatever, that your body feels so much better. And I started to do more stretching just in the morning, and I woke up and just lengthening. And she also does a thing with your mind, about picturing yourself and feeling where the energy is and how the body is feeling, like we all in dance class, the idea of a string pulling you up from your spine, right? Kind of a thing. So you're elongated and you're in line with your body. And so she just sort of did that matter of factly to you, so that you and I just think she's fantastic. I really do. If she lived next door to me, I'd move in. It's like I just hang out at her doorstep the entire time. But the one word would be relief. I understand as we get older, things change. Our bodies aren't the way they used to be. I've put on weight because of this pandemic and some losses and just a lot of stuff, and I guess I got to a point where I was feeling very sad that my body was not going to be able to do and be what I wanted it to be again. And I just felt like maybe the best word was hope. Maybe hope is a better word than relief, but hope that, it's a possibility. If I can get myself moving again and stretching and moving again, then exercise is possible, and then weight loss is possible. And then, kind of getting back into a different way of dealing physically with my body is possible. So it just sounds like, I guess, hopeful relief.